William Shakespeare's Star Wars by Ian Doescher. Verily, A New Hope. Dramatis Personae. Chorus. Luke Skywalker, Owen Lars, Beru Lars, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Princess Leia Organa, Han Solo, Chewbacca, Darth Vader, Grand Moff Tarkin, C-3PO, R2-D2, Jabba the Hutt, and Greedo.
It is a period of civil war. The spaceships of the rebels, striking swift from base unseen, have gained a victory o'er the cruel galactic empire now adrift. Amidst the battle, rebel spies prevailed and stole the plans to a space station vast, whose powerful beams will later be unveiled and crush a planet. 'Tis the Death Star blast. Pursued by agents sinister and cold, now Princess Leia to her home doth flee, delivering plans and a new hope they hold, of bringing freedom to the galaxy. In time so long ago begins our play, in star-crossed galaxy, far, far away.
Now is the summer of our happiness made winter by this sudden fierce attack. Our ship is under siege, I know not how. Oh, hast thou heard? The main reactor fails. We shall most surely be destroyed by this. I'll warrant madness lies herein.
Beep, 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 you scream, from it up, whee!
We're doomed. The princess shall have no escape this time. I fear this battle doth portend the end of the rebellion. Oh, what misery.
Now watch amazed, as swiftly through the door the army of the Empire flieth in, and as the troopers through the passage pour, they murdered several dozen rebel men.
Pray, R2, where art thou?
Beep, beep.
At last, where hast thou been? I fear they come in this direction. Pray, what shall we do? My circuitry o'erloads, my mind's o'erthrown, and fear hath put its grips into my wires. We shall be sent unto that place I dread, the Kessel spice mines whence no droid returns, and there be blasted into who knows what. On, R2, where dost thou go? Oh, prithee, patience, leave me not alone. Aye, even though I mock and injure thee, I'll surely die if e'er thou leavest me.
The Death Star plans we could not find herein, nor are they on the main computer, Lord. In short, they are not here, and there's an end.
Thou speakest well, my stormtrooper, and yet not well upon my ear the message falls. I turn to thee, thou rebel. I lift thy head above mine own. Thou canst now choose to keep thy secrets locked safe in that head, and therefore lose the life thou holdest dear, or else to keep thy head, and thus thy life. My patience runneth quickly out, much like the sands across the dunes of Tatooine. So tell me, else thou diest quick. Where shall we find transmissions thou didst intercept? What hast thou done, say, with those plans?
My lord, my head and my life I value, certain 'tis. And yet to thee I must report we have not intercepted one transmission. This is a consular ship and nothing more, on diplomatic mission.
Thou knave! With thy last breath hear thou this word. If this is but a consular ship, then where is the ambassador? Commander, prithee go. Rend thou this ship apart until the plans are found, and bring me any passengers. Upon thy life I want them brought alive. And so another dies by mine own hand. This hand which now encased in blackness is. Oh, that the fingers of this wretched hand had not the pain of suffering ever known. But now my path is joined unto the dark and wicked men whose hands and fingers move to crush their foes are now my company. So shall my fingers ever undertake to do more evil, I, and this, my hand, shall do the Emperor's bidding evermore. And thus we see how fingers presage death, and hands become the instruments of fate.
Aye, there is one, my comrade, set for stun.
She shall be well. Go now, inform the Dreadlord Vader we have caught a prisoner. And may Mos Eisley drinks flow swift and free when Vader grants rewards for work well done.
Hold, thou art not permitted to go in. Deactivated thou shalt surely be.
Beep, beep.
Thou shalt not label me a mindless brute philosopher. Nay, nay, thou overladen glob of grease, thou imp, thou rubbish bucket fit for scrap, thou blue and silver pile of bantha dung. Now come and get thee hence away lest someone sees.
Beep, 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 me squeak, beep, me moo, wee!
What secret mission? And what plans? What dost thou talk about? I'll surely not get in. I warrant I'll regret this, so say I.
This golden droid has been a friend, 'tis true, and yet I wish to still his prating tongue. An imp he calleth me, I'll be revenged, and merry pranks aplenty I shall play upon this pompous droid C-3PO. Yet not in languages shall my pranks be done. Around both humans and the droids I must be seen to make such errant beeps and squeaks that they shall think me simple. Truly, though, although it sounds oblique I speak to them, I clearly see how I shall play my part. and how a vast rebellion shall succeed by wit and wisdom of a simple droid.
Now climb the metal pair into the pod, which shoot from the ship like laser blast, and to the planet's face, as straight as rod, the capsule takes the droids by power vast.
There strays another one.
Pray, hold thy fire. For certain there are no life forms aboard. And truly what may be the chance that aught but life alone could fly within that pod? The rebels could not be so cutting bold to put the Death Star plans therein. If I were one to bet, I'd stake my life on it. All's well that endeth well, so say the wise, and so that pod shall live to land below.
'Tis but a jest. Aye, surely we are mocked. For R2-D2, plainly canst thou see the damage looks but minor from below. Can thou be sure this pod is safe?
Beep.
Oh.
Darth Vader, only thou couldst be so bold. When first my ship was under siege, I knew 'twas thee who had this peaceful vessel sacked. The Imperial Senate shall not stand for this, for when they hear thou hast attacked a ship on diplomatic mission...
Highness, peace. Be thou not so surprised, for well thou knowest the mercy mission this was not this time. Thine innocent appearance doth disguise a heart with revolution at its core. Aye, several transmissions were there beamed unto this ship by rebel spies. I want to know what happened to the plans they sent. And prithee, speak thou well, or speak thy last, for fairer necks than thine my hand hath crushed.
Thine idle threat is meaningless to me. My neck, my tongue, my mouth, these instruments of speech have not the power to relate the knowledge that thou seekest. For certain 'tis I know nothing of what thou ask of me, for I am but a member of the great Imperial Senate, bound for Alderaan on a mission diplomatic.
Nay, thou liest, for thou art with the rebel alliance vile, and worse, a traitor. Take this one away. The blood and wires within me leap with fire, when all these traitorous words I must endure.
Lord, holding her is dangerous. If word of this is told, then sympathy may rise for the rebellion in the Senate's mind. So shall our power o'er all the universe be weakened by this wicked, cunning wretch. 'Tis like the tale my mother told me once of bygone emperor whose reign was lost when putrid Ugnaughts rose against his throne. So hath my mother said, and I with her. A deathly blow oft comes from tiny fist, and greatest tree may fall by smallest axe.
Commander, peace. And trouble not thy mind with tales of old. The princess shall reveal her treachery when all's to do is done. The rebel spies are aptly traced to her, and now she is my only link to find the hidden rebel base.
I'll wager she will die ere she tells thee.
Leave that to me. Now go, be on thy way, and take this task. Send thou a signal of distress, and then inform the Senate all aboard were killed. So shall our presence here be hid from sight, and thus our swift attack shall not be known.
Lord Vader, sorry am I to report. There are no battle plans aboard this ship, and neither were transmissions made. There was but one escape pod jettisoned amid the fighting, but no life forms were aboard. For certain 'twas a harmless accident.
With purpose rank must she have quickly hid the plans in the escape pod.
Woman vile. However could she deceive my subtle mind? The plans in the escape pod. Oh, most rare.
Pray, cease thy speech, and mark ye what I say. Take thou a keen and swift detachment down, and bring me back the plans. Commander, go. See to the task thyself before the chime. There shall be none to stop our plan this time.
And now, dear viewers, shall our play go to a planet stark and drear for our next scene. Imagine sand and rocks within thy view. Prepare thy souls. We fly to Tatooine.
Forsooth, how did we get into this mess? I tell thee verily, I know not how. 1,000 Tauntaun bowls could not produce a greater desecration than this place. Alas, we too are made for suffering. I fear R2 'tis but our lot in life. More than 6 million forms of speech I know, yet not a one shall help me now.
Beep, beep.
Now must I rest before I come apart. My joints are nearly frozen. I freeze, for 'tis as though the vicious cold of death hath sunken deep into my circuitry. Oh, what a desolate terrain this is.
Beep, 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 weep, beep, beep, beep.
Where dost thou think thou goest?
Beep, beep, beep. Now shall I leave his company a while. Belike my absence shall alleviate his obstinate resolve, and teach him thoughts of kindness, care, and good humility.
Well, I shall not go thither with thee, droid. 'Tis far too rocky. Canst thou not perceive? Nay, truly, for the sun upon thy cold and hard exterior hath surely warped thine often prudent mind. Pray, understand, the road herein is better far. Why dost thou think that settlements will be found yon?
Beep, beep.
Be thou not technical with me, or else thine input valve may swift receive a hearty helping of my golden foot.
Beep, squeak.
What mission? What dost thou speak of?
Beep, squeak.
More of thee I shall not take. So, go thou hence. Thou shalt not function ere the day is through, near-sighted pile of scrap. Now mayest thou travel hence upon thy way, and find thy mission in a sarlacc pit. Then shalt thou know, for lo, these 1,000 years the pain I suffer as thy counterpart. And be thou not behind me, errant knave. I mark me, follow not, nor seek thou help, for thou no satisfaction shall receive.
Beep, 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 beep.
No more with thine adventures. I go not upon thy way. Malfunctioning small fool. 'Tis all his fault. He tricked me so that I should go this way, but he shall not fare well. O gods above, why have I once again been short with R2, sending him away? I trust he knoweth well I hold him dear, though in his presence oft my speech is cruel. 'Tis words that do betray my better self, when harshly they express my droidly rage, and yet for protocol I'm made, and must with words fulfill my task. So then 'tis true that words are both my ruin and my strength, and yet, although I find myself adrift and lost within a speechless sea of sand, this word is true if ever words have truth, for ever lost I'd be should I lose him. But wait, what's that? A transport! I am saved! Hark! Over here! Hey, Nonny-Non, please help!
A vessel vast comes forth across the sand and takes C-3PO within its hold. But what of R2-D2's mission grand? How doth the tale of the small droid unfold?
Beep, boop, beep, 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 squeak.
What's up?
Imagine now that on the stage you see full many droids and creatures quite bizarre, and yet, amid this ghastly company, herein the two friends reunited are.
Good R2, R2-D2, out 'tis thee!
Beep, 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 beep.
There is something within this pod indeed. The tracks go off in this direction, see?
Behold, sir, either someone large hath dropped his ring, or else this fragile circle here doth mean we have found droids on Tatooine.
At last this vehicle of death hath stopped. So greatly fear I what shall happen next that I am shaken to my core within. They say that fear is better faced when two together stand. Thus, swift shall I awake my dear R2. Wake up, wake up!
Beep, squeak.
We're doomed! Dost thou think they shall melt us down? Shoot not! Or shall this torment never end? First captured by these Jawas, small and vile, and now we face a fate that is unknown. Now seems the first fate better than the next. Aye, rather would I bear the ill I have than fly to the others that I know not of.
Anon, now let us go.
Oh, Luke, pray tell thine uncle that if he should find a translator, be sure Itboca speaks. 'Tis true, the last time Owen bought a droid, more dud than droid we purchased in the deal.
It seemeth we have little choice, dear aunt, and yet shall I remind him what thou sayest.
Again it falls to me, a simple man, to take a leading role in matters grave. For I must choose a droid today, 'tis true, but also must I teach this lad, this Luke, to learn and grow, and to become a man. Although when I was young I too had dreams of far-off stars and distant galaxies, I learned to work the land, to raise the crops, and thus shall I my trade pass on to him, adopted son of mine, and strangely dear. I had not asked for fate to bring a son to me, for I had thought to have no heir. Yet do Beowulf and I feel for this child a measure of affection, and, as well, the burden of responsibility. Pray tell me, Jawa Small, what hast today? Nay, not that one. These Jawas offer first the lowliest, 'tis ever in their nature to deceive. Droid, I assume that thou art programmed well for etiquette and protocol. 'Tis true?
Aye, protocol, my primary function 'tis. I am well versed in all the customs, sir.
No need have I of droids with protocol.
Not in this habitat, thou speakest true. Hath ever sand need a protocol? When did a stone or rock need etiquette? However, I am also made...
Peace! What I need's a droid who knows the binary tongue of moisture vaporators.
Oh, but sir, my first employment was in programming a binary load of a lift of very like thy vaporators. Aye, in most respects. My service and my worth I'll prove to him, if I must speak 1,000 hours more. For certain, I shall die ere I return once more to be in rank captivity.
Well, speakest thou Boke?
Truly, sir, 'tis like a second tongue unto my soul.
Pray, cease. So shall I have this one here?
Praise the day. Now, if you choose the thoughts of my R2, then shall I be pleased.
Luke, take thou these droids unto our vast garage. My wish is they be cleaned be ere we dine.
But unto Tosh Station would I go, and there obtain some power converters. Fie!
Thou canst go with thy friends another time, when all thy chores have been filled. Go to!
Oh, how shall I be mocked and verily abused, when my noble comrades hear that once again my uncle hath denied my fervent wish to be with them instead. 'Tis well. Come hither. Thou too, Red.
Beep. Oh.
Go hence.
Beep, squeak, beep, beep, squeak! If I go not with him, my foolishness shall render no one service. Thus I beep.
Pray, Uncle Owen, look. Behold, this R2 unit hath a foul and smoking motivator.
Vicious knave! Say, in what manner dost thou try upon our goodly wills to ply thy thievery? So shall I rip thy brown and ragged robes to shreds if thou set not this matter right. Now speak!
Your pardon, sir. The R2 unit which thou seest is in prime condition, aye. A bargain 'tis, and he shall serve thee well. Now if I can convince the human here to purchase R2 too, along with me, so shall I win the day, and ever shall your R2 dwell in peace with me. What shall he answer?
Uncle Owen, say, hast thou considered yonder blue droid there?
What of that blue one? That one shall be ours.
Oh, victory! Next I'll praise him for his choice. A noble choice thou makest, master, for thou surely shalt be pleased with this new droid. I can with confidence report to thee that he is in first-class condition, sir, for I have worked with him before. He comes.
Squeak!
Anon, away we go.
Forget thou not this moment, faithless droid. Why I should put my neck at risk for thee is quite beyond my mind's capacity. All praise be to the Maker, verily. This oily bath much healing shall provide. The glow of bright Coruscant doth not match the vital warmth the soothing oil brings me. The case of dust contamination which befalls me mighty is, and renders me unable, I'll be sworn, to move at all.
I rue the day I came into this place, this drab and barren rock called Tatooine. But wherefore have I reason to complain? Do sandstorms not invade both rich and poor? We are not promised equity in life. Both rich and poor alike pertain to me. For certain, though, in toil am I most rich. By want of keen adventure am I poor. Thus I declare that whether rich or poor, the lot I have received from fates unfair. My comrade Biggs hath rightly guessed, I fear, that never shall I leave this stricken place.
Oh, exclamation tragic. Shall I speak? Is there, dear sir, aught I might do to help?
Nay, droid, unless thou canst alter time, or make the harvest come apace, or, goodly friend, if thou canst somehow bear my body hence by magical conveyance yet unknown.
I think not, sir. Familiar droid am I, and have not knowledge of such things as thou. Not on this planet, anyway. In troth, I do not know which planet this one be.
If center bright the universe contains, then surely, droid, thou hast found thyself as far from it as thou canst possibly be.
I see, sir.
Surely thou may call'st me Luke.
I see, Sir Luke.
Thou jolly droid, just Luke. This droid I see is wont to prattle on, belike his mouth is faster than his mind.
C-3PO am I, an expert in the human-cyborg link, and he, my short blue counterpart, is R2-D2 called.
Good Ian.
Beep, squeak!
Thou hast much carbon here. It seemeth much of fortune thou hast known. Can it be that two droids such as you can know more of adventure than a man?
With all we have been through, amazed am I, we yet our good condition keep. What with rebellion and its hurly-burly ways?
Nay, can it be? The very thing of which I would know more than hast experienced? Pray knowest thou of the rebellion against the Empire, droid?
For certain, aye. 'Tis how we came to be in thine employment, if thou comprehend my simple meaning, sir. Now is his visage turned all eagerness. Oh, never in this manner have I seen a man intoxicated with a dream.
And hast thou been in many battles? Speak. Whatever morsel thou mayest serve to me shall be a feast unto my waiting ear. The smallest tale of battle lost or won shall feed my soul's ne'er-ending appetite.
Full many battles, aye, sir, but I fear I have but little food to fill thy heart. A banquet, sadly, I cannot prepare. 'Tis certain that of tales I am no chef. But rather, I confess that not much more than an interpreter am I, and not much good at telling stories. Verily, I'm not the salt or spice to season them.
'Tis well, my droid. So shall my hunger wait to feast one day upon another's tale. My little bot, thou hast got something jammed herein. Hast thou been on a cruiser, or...
Oh, help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi, help! Thou art mine only hope.
Pray, what is this?
Squeak!
What is that? A question hath he asked. Say, what is that?
Oh, help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi, help! Thou art mine only hope. Oh, help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi, help! Thou art mine only hope.
He says 'tis nothing, sir. A mere malfunction. Bygone data 'tis. Please pay no mind.
But who is she? For she is far more beautiful than all the stars.
I truly do not know, sir. I suspect she was a passenger on our last trip. A person of importance, I believe. First 'twas adventure, second 'tis this lass. 'Tis certain my new master hath a wealth of passion, ever eager to bestow.
Say, is there any more recording, droid?
Squeak beep!
Behave thyself, R2, for thou shalt get us both in trouble. be content and trust him true. He is our master now. He saith he doth belong to Obi-Wan Kenobi, resident of parts nearby, and 'tis a private message meant for him. For all my wit, I know not what he means, for our last master, Sir Antulus, was. Alas, with all we have endured, this dear small R2 unit quite eccentric is. Squeak!
Obi-Wan Kenobi. I suspect old Ben Kenobi he doth mean, perhaps. First droids, then tales of battles fought in space, and now a damsel cries in beams of light. Did ever destiny come knocking thus?
I beg thy pardon, sir, but knowest thou aught of what he speaks?
I know not any man named Obi-Wan Kenobi, yet old Ben resides beyond the Dune Sea, and there dwells much like a hermit, strange and alone.
Oh, help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi, help. Thou art mine only hope.
I wonder who she is. Whoever she may be, whatever is her cause, I shall unto her pleas respond. Not e'en were she my sister, could I know a duty of more weight than I feel now. It seemeth she some dreadful trouble hath. Mayhap I should replay the message whole.
Beep, squeak, meep. Meep.
R2 doth say the bolt restraining him short-circuited his full recording system. So saith he, that if thou wouldst speed remove the bolt, he made the full recording then display. What purpose shall I serve unto this man? Am I to guide, encourage, counsel? What? Thus shall I play the wise interpreter, for truly 'tis the part I know best.
What? Aye, thou seemest too small to run away if I should take this off. Good little droid, so cleverly thou bringest messages that thou hast won my trust. Now thou art free. But wait, where hath she gone? What villainy? How hast thou dampened that celestial light wherein she spoke of late? Now bring her back, play back the message full, thou naughty droid.
Meep, beep.
What message, errant droid? The one thou hast been playing, which thou holdest within thy rusty innards. Oh, alas, we shall deactivated be.
Oh, Luke, pray, Luke.
I shall be there anon, good Aunt Beru.
I'm sorry, sir, for it doth seem he hath acquired a minor flutter.
Thus she comes, and thus she goes, yet ever on my sight her beautiful fine countenance shall shine. So here's my vow. I'll see her once again, in beam or hope on hope, with mine own eyes. For now I must depart to dine. Pray see if thou canst remedy this R2, droid.
Who?
Reconsider thou, if thou shalt play the message back for him.
Me?
Nay, I do not believe he liketh thee.
Beep, squeak.
Nay, thee I like not either.
Now are the pieces all arranged for me to make a daring move and fly this place. The fool who sets the game in motion shall appear unto C-3PO and Luke no more than if he were an errant knave. But hear the voice of R2-D2 all, my noble purpose all accomplished yet, to take to Obi-Wan the princess's news, to take my master Luke away from here, and, in the end, perhaps more vital still, to make connection twixt the two good men. A foolish thing this flight may seem to thee, and yet more fine than foolish shall it be.
Mine uncle, thou shouldest know my mind. Methinks the R2 unit we have bought belike may have been stolen.
Thievery hath e'er been part and parcel of the Jawa's trade, but in thine utterance I sense there's more. So say, young Luke, why thinkest thou thereon?
Good uncle, well I know the Jawa's tricks, yet, as thou sayest, I mean something more. A stolen moment with those droids hath shown to me a reason they may stolen be. I did uncover a recording whilst I cleaned the R2 unit. He purports to be the property of someone known as Obi-Wan Kenobi. Thus thought I that he may stolen be. As to the name this Obi-Wan Kenobi, wondered I if mayhap he meant Ben. Canst thou make sense?
Nay.
Yet I wonder if this Obi-Wan perchance may be some kin to yonder Ben.
Fie, fie! Shall that old man now haunt my home? That wizard is a damned scurvy man. Tomorrow shalt thou take the R2 droid to Anchorhead and have its memory erased, and so shall there an end be to it, for it belongeth only now to us.
Aye, yet what if this Obi-Wan appears and lays his claim unto this R2 droid? What stolen may be worth the looking for?
The looking shall not happen, nor the find, for I believe the man doth not exist. Now shall I be by a lie destroy the man, lest he be given new life in Luke's young mind. The boy a keen imagination hath. This Obi-Wan hath not for ages walked within this universe. He is no more. 'Twas many moons ago the old man died. Aye, truly he hath met his end about the time so long ago when wars were fought, the time when men did battle to the grave, the time before the Empire ruled supreme, the time wherein thy father died as well.
Knew he my father?
Though I tell of men and wars and battles brave, still all he hears is that word, father. Prithee, Luke, forget. Thy task is to prepare the droids for work tomorrow. In the morning shall they be upon the south ridge, laboring with those condensers.
Aye, and I believe these droids shall serve us well. In troth, good uncle. Now I must confess my mind is moved to think upon the pact twixt thee and me, and our agreement, namely that I shall stay here another season. Crops that grow in these harsh climes will surely grow sans me, and so, mine uncle, if these droids will satisfy, I wish my application to transmit unto the great academy this year.
Nay, Luke, an uncle's heart is breaking. Canst thou mean to next semester hence, before the harvest time?
Just so. Quite plentiful are droids.
But harvest time I need thee most. Wilt thou here in the desert yet desert? 'Tis only one more season. This year I shall make enough at harvest time to hire more hands to help. Then canst thou go next year to the academy. To pilot is a noble trade, my boy, but family is nobler still. I prithee, understand. I need thee, Luke.
'Tis one more year entire.
'Tis only one more season.
Aye, so saidst thou when my dear friends Biggs and Tank did leave. Now cracks a hopeful heart, when by the land a man's ambitions firmly grounded are. So shall a bird ne'er learn to fly or soar when wings are clipped by crops and roots and soil.
Pray, whither fliest thou, Luke?
It seems, dear aunt, I nowhere go near, nor flee, nor sail, nor fly. Instead, I must remain and clean those droids.
Oh, Owen, he cannot abide for aye with us. 'Tis true his friends are mostly gone. It hath great meaning for our well-loved Luke this bird would surely fly.
So promise I that I shall set all things all right, Beru. The bird shall fly indeed, when time is ripe, and when the nest hath no more need of him.
But Owen, he hath not a farmer's heart. This apple falls quite near his father's tree.
'Tis true. And this, my dear, is what I fear.
Oh, I am fortune's fool. 'Tis true, 'tis true. And gazing now upon the double sun of my home Tatooine, I know full well that elsewhere lies my destiny, not here. Although my uncle's will is that I stay, my heart within me bursts to think on it, for out among the spheres I wish to roam. Adventure and rebellion stir my blood. Those oft-repeated words of my mate Biggs I do believe, that all the world's a star. Beyond that heavenly light I shall fly far.